What's up guys, it's Super Electric here and welcome to another Pokemon Pulse Daily League explanation for why I picked my team. I don't really know what to call this actually. Preparation, week 1 preparation. Or it's actually not week 1, it's week 2. So week 2, we are going to be versing Stockholm, and Stockholm is going to be Stockholm's the Raptors versus Soham. So Soham is very scary. I'm just going to say that, Soham is very scary. Sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, I apologize, I don't know how to say names. This team is super scary because it's basically my favorite team against me. Because it's super bulky and super defensive, and that's very scary because I do not have a lot of wall breakers. I do have Darmanitan, which is the only thing basically. So this is my preparation page. This is the team that I'm predicting, because if you look at his team, I can destroy Jirachi pretty well, but I believe he's going to bring Jirachi in order to beat Venusaur. I cannot take Sableye Mega at all. If you look at my draft team, nothing can take Sableye very well, because I just get burned, and that destroys all my physical attackers besides Talonflame and Darmanitan, and I can't really attack him with special moves because of the Calm Mind. So I really can't do anything, and Magic Bounce makes it so I can't stall him out either. So I had to completely base my team around that Sableye. Now this Talonflame is a bulk up Talonflame in order to destroy Mega Sableye, and it's got leftovers, and it's a standard bulk up set basically. But these are my EVs and stuff, but it's basically made so that every single time I boost my attack, it'll raise my defense so he can't foul play me and deal a ton of damage. I'm just hoping that I could just do huge damage and bulk up a couple times and destroy his team along with his Sableye. Now, this is my key to victory, and I have not battled him yet, so I'm very nervous because I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose. He's a pretty good battler too, which is not that great for me, but that's fine. I mean, come on, we're doing this for fun. I mean, it'll be fine if I lose, but, you know, not preferred. Also, other threats to his team are going to be Haxorus, Donphan, and Electros. Or sorry, threats to my team, actually. Because Haxorus, I can't switch into Haxorus very well. Because the only thing that could really switch in, I guess, is Venusaur if it's Mega. But I'm actually going to be running a offensive Venusaur. I'm going to be running a more offensive Venusaur this time. And again, same thing that Overgrow's last time. Synthesis is the same as last time. Sludge Bomb and Giga Drain are going to do huge damage. Well, I wouldn't say huge damage, but it does a good amount of damage to his Florges, this is my Florges counter. And Giga Drain does good damage to Clawitzer and Huntail. So Venusaur, also Donphan as well, my bad. Donphan, so that's the only really reason I am using Venusaur, but it does so much work against this team, and it's very helpful for switching into things, and I had to have Synthesis. So I had to go for the special attack, because a lot of his team is very bulky, so I needed a bit more power on this team. So I brought all my powerful guys. And these are literally my strongest powerful guys. Rampardos is again just going to try to do the same as last time. It's basically the same set as last time, but Mold Breaker is actually going to be used over Sheer Force, because Mold Breaker can get rid of that Electros as better than I can take it with any other thing, because I just switch in and then destroy him with an Earthquake, because Mold Breaker will go through his Levitate. So that's the only thing I have for Electros really, other than just sheer power with Darmanitan or Electivire. Now this Electivire, speaking of Electivire, it's going to be a Choice Scarf set because I'm not running Galvantula this time. I could not afford to run Galvantula. I had to run the most powerful stuff I could run because this guy's team is so bulky. Electivire is going to go Choice Scarf with Motor Drive again. He does not really have any Pokemon that will put my guy to sleep, so Vital Spirit really isn't a big deal, except for Lilligant, which he just put in. But I think it could be very helpful to have against the Electros, which might go for the Volt Switch and stuff, so that could be a pretty big stop to his Electros if I go with the Motor Drive. And if he's running anything for Talonflame, that's electric type moves, it could also help for my Electivire. Now, Wild Charge is Stab, and that's going to help do a ton of damage to anything, really. But Ice Punch is going to hit Donphan and Haxorus especially. Now, Earthquake is going to be very helpful, actually, against his Jirachi, and especially Magmortar, which could be very helpful. Of course, I have Cross Chop. It was mostly for his Miltank before, but he swapped out his Miltank, so I just kind of have Cross Chop on there right now. It doesn't really do anything, but I don't really have any other moves that I could run that really I need. So for now, Cross Chop's just standing there, but I don't think I'm going to be using it very much. I don't have anything for Florges, but I can't really do much against Florges anyways, except Wild Charge, and I think it actually might be like a 2 or 3 hit KO, which is pretty nice. I can't really touch Electros. For the EVs, it's just max attack, max speed. I went with an Adamant Nature because I believe most Haxorus run Adamant. I'm not entirely sure though. He might end up running Jolly. And that's it for Electivire. Back to Rampardos. The reason why I am running all my moves is Besides Earthquake, its head smash does huge damage to everything. Superpower was again originally for his Miltank, but he got rid of Miltank, so for Hitmonlee, I'm going to use a Citrus Berry because I don't really know what item to use on this guy because I want to use a Burden. And this is going to be my Rapid Spinner because he's definitely probably going to bring Donphan in order to go ahead and go for the Stealth Rocks. So I have to have a Rapid Spinner, especially if I need Talonflame for the Sableye. And of course, if I'm going to use Focus Sash, Rampardos, and Darmanitan, I have a ton of Pokemon weak to Stealth Rocks. So I got to use Rapid Spin. Knockoff is going to help me because I was deciding whether to use Earthquake or go for a fighting move or whatever. But I decided to go with Knockoff because that could take out the Jirachi. And it's also very good for utility. Poison Jab is very helpful for the Florges. In case he comes in expecting my Rapid Spin, might be able to just hit him with the Poison Jab, and that could be very helpful. Also, Stone Edge is going to be very helpful for Golbat and also for the Magmortar. Also, the Electros, and it just does a huge chunk of damage to anything, especially with that high crit rate. Fighting does not really go well with his team because of Sableye, and I just didn't want to risk like a high jump kick or drain punch because I just didn't have move slots that I could use. Otherwise, they would go instead of Rapid Spin. This is standard. My bad. It's actually you don't want to run. You don't want to run 4 HP because you want an odd-numbered HP for Stealth Rock, especially if it's my Rapid Spinner. Just max speed, max attack is basically what I'm going to go Jolly, you know, especially if I can get Unburden off, that could be very helpful. Just to have a ton of speed and just do as much damage as I can. Donphan is going to be a huge problem, but I just have to hope that Venusaur can take him. And honestly, his team is way superior to mine just because I can't really touch him. Over time, if he could whittle me down, that could definitely be a problem, but if I can go with the bulk up and just destroy his team from there, that could be possible. And finally, Darmanitan does huge damage. Flare Blitz can actually 2-hit KO the Sableye. Sheer Force boosts Flare Blitz. Superpower again was for that Miltank, but honestly, I don't really need it. Flare Blitz and Earthquake are basically going to take everything. I can't really touch Donphan, which is kind of unfortunate. I'm just going to go for Will-O-Wisp because I honestly don't think Superpower is worth it now that he changed out Miltank. So Will-O-Wisp will be able to take care of some of his physical attackers, especially Donphan, which could be pretty helpful, but because I can't really touch Donphan. But I'm choice, so it won't be that much helpful. U-turn is just good if I want to scout out stuff, but I'm choice banned, so it might not be that fast, but it's just there for filler again. Flare Blitz is literally the only thing that's keeping this guy on it. I wish I had a Wish Passer, but honestly, I can't really fit a Wish Passer on my team, and I did not think of that when I drafted, so. But other than that, that's about it. I mean, there's not much to talk about here. I'm gonna need a lot of luck. But until then, next time, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. And if you guys want, I will again put in the description the Pokemon Pulse Daily League, where you can check out the rules or drafts or whatever you want to check out. Until next time, guys, see you guys later.